Hi loves. I'm at the beach this morning before my day starts, and I thought I'd go live in case anybody's interested in joining. I come every morning after I drop Savvy off at daycare before my client sessions start or my retreats start. This is our view this morning. And nobody's here, just us. This is 3 tables. So either here or Haleiwa Beach Park. Those are my 2 faves. Hi, welcome. Good morning. I do different things every day, so kind of just go with the flow. Feel free to follow me along or do your own thing, and you'll just have a really pretty view while you're doing it. I will try and get my microphone and speaker working for the future so that it's a little bit more clear, but for the meantime, enjoy the ride. Usually I do journaling, gratitude practice, some EFT tapping. Hi everybody. Good morning. Some gratitude practice, EFT, mantras. So if you have specific mantras or things that you're wanting to focus on to kind of like create that emotional experience in your own body of your future self or your ideal self, your ideal life, that's what manifestation is. So we'll be working on that too. I'm going to switch you around so that you're not staring at me, because I think the view is more important. And just follow along, do your own thing. I'm so grateful that you're here. I love you all. All right. I'm going to do some journaling. It always grounds me. And hopefully the rain holds off. Also, I don't know if you can see it. I might have to move out of the thing. But whales are still here. We're rounding down into whale season, so they're starting to head back. But I'll try and put you on the horizon, because last week I was here meditating in the morning around 9, and I saw 15 whale jumps. So it was, hi, oh my gosh, it's good to see you. It was just an awesome moment. Kind of just beautiful, puts you into perspective about what life has to offer. I think it's really heavy sometimes, and we get fixated on the negative and we forget to look for and appreciate the positive that's all around us. So hopefully you'll see a whale today too. All right, I'm going to get back to journaling. If you have a journal, I encourage you to do that as well. Whatever you want to do, if it's a stream of consciousness, free association, just to kind of clear out all the junk in your head and make sure that you're conscious and aware of what you're focusing your energy on, because that's what directly impacts our mood and experience in our bodies. Or if you're wanting it to be more of a self-accountability, here's what my goals are, here's what my intention is for today or this week, here is what I'm aiming for, the direction that I'm moving with my life. So all of those, we can get them out of our heads where they're super abstract and feel far away, and into paper form where it's concrete and feels more real. The more that we can practice that, calling upon the ideal reality, the more that we think about it, talk about it, write about it, the more it comes to fruition as your true self and your true reality. So bring out a journal if you can, write down some notes, and stay with me. I'm so grateful you guys are here. If you're journaling, keep journaling, do your thing. No rush, no pressure to accommodate other people's timelines. This time is for you, just as it is for all of us. So do your thing. If there are specific practices that you guys want to do every morning, send them in the chat and I'll make sure to incorporate them. I don't do everything every day because I don't have like an hour and a half to break every practice down, but whatever's calling to me in the moment. Sometimes I do hard Kundalini practice, breath work, meditation, journaling, gratitude, mantra, repetition, EFT tapping. So if there's something specific that you're really looking for or you're looking to learn or refine your practice in, just let me know and I'm happy to go along that journey with you. I'm excited to have people here and hopefully this holds you accountable to give back to yourself and to create the peace in your life that you deserve just as much as it holds me accountable to come here. This is the 3rd year that we're living in Hawaii, and although I've always made it to the beach every single day or every single week, I didn't come every day for a really long time because life gets busy and you prioritize your to-do list and all the responsibilities you have. But then what's the point in living and being here, right? So I'm excited for this year where my perspective has shifted to be more, not just peace-oriented, but play-oriented too, where it's like, well, what's the purpose of all of this responsibility, all of this success, all of the investment physically and emotionally that you put into your career or all of these other like avenues and domains if you're not actually enjoying every single day. So that's a huge part of my commitment to coming every morning, and hopefully you make a similar commitment for yourself, whatever peace and play look like for you. But you deserve that. We all do. So I'm grateful you're here. I'm going to go through and do some EFT tapping. If you need a chart for the future, just send me your email and I'll send over the EFT tapping points so that you don't have to like jot them down or memorize them after this video. Actually, I think this video will probably post to my feed, so you're welcome to go back and watch it as well for reference if you're needing to remember the points. You don't need to do these in order with one another. Like the order doesn't matter. You can do them anytime. Hi, good morning, welcome. You can do these points at any time, anywhere, in any order. If you feel tenderness or sensitivity in any of those points, I encourage you to stay there a little bit longer because it's indicative of a stagnation of energy, right? So I've been trained in EFT tapping, acupressure tapping, for about, like 10 or 12 years now. And I swear every single time I do it with clients, under here is always my point. Like I just hold energy under my eyes. So if you're sensitive in a particular spot, stay there longer. What we want to do is essentially ground or anchor every time we're switching tapping points to remind yourself of what it is that you're trying to clear, okay? So if it's anxiety, right? If we're wanting to clear out anxiety, it would be anxiety. I don't want to feel anxious anymore. Letting go of anxiety. No more anxiety. Relief. Letting go. You see how they're all linked to what it is I'm trying to clear? It doesn't really matter if it's positive or negative frame. It's not really a narrative processing focus. And it doesn't matter exactly what you say, the verbiage, as long as you are reminding yourself what you're trying to clear out through moving your energy, because these particular points are evidence-based to activate all 5 of the main meridians, which are the energy lines in your body. So you're wanting to tap all of these points because they essentially activate movement in all energy lines through your body, which theoretically means we don't need to know exactly like, oh, you have this symptom that's linked to the gallbladder point. Although if you have more of a complex case, 100% go find a trained TCM acupuncturist. They're amazing. They're fantastic. Highly encouraged. This is really just for like general desensitization every single day that you can do at home if there's something that's bothering you. Not these like significant ailments, but if you're less than happy and you want to let something go emotionally or somatically in your body to serve you better in your quality of life. Oh my gosh, there's birds all around me just chirping. It's cute. You probably see some chickens passing by. Like, so these points, really, really important. I'm going to set you up right in front of me. Sorry, you're going to miss the waves for a hot second. And then I probably have to wrap up in 5 minutes because I actually have a client at 9 and it's 8:50. But I'll be back tomorrow, so you can always join then. All right. So whatever you're wanting to clear or move through, use that as your anchor, your reminder every time we switch points, okay? First point is the dew point. It's kind of the crown of the head. You can use 2 to 4 fingers and tap. It doesn't have to be super hard, but you do have to feel the sensation. So whatever you're trying to clear, remind yourself of that. Stay here longer if you're sensitive and you need to. Hi, welcome. We're doing some EFT. You're welcome to join us. Next point is where your eyebrows begin, okay? Again, doesn't have to be super hard, but you do need to feel the sensation. And this is on your occipital bone. Stay here longer if you need it. The next point is the corners of your eyes, not on your temple, but on the occipital bone, right at the corners. Perfect. Yeah. Remind yourself of what you're clearing. That can be a negative thought, a feeling in your body, an emotion. Think of it as stuck energy moving through your body and releasing. Wonderful. The next point is underneath your eye, again on your occipital bone, not your cheeks, but above on the bone right under your eyes. Beautiful. Remind yourself of what you're clearing. And remember to breathe. The next point is kind of above your lip, below your nose, in the middle. You can get it frontward. I have nails on, so you can also do it sideways, whatever works for you, whatever feels comfortable. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Join into our EFT tapping. Remind yourself of what you're trying to clear with this, okay? Beautiful. The next is kind of where the crease of your chin is, below your lip, right? So sideways or forward, whatever works for you. Hi, welcome. We're doing some EFT tapping. Order doesn't matter. The points are important because these are evidence-based. Remind yourself of whatever you're trying to clear out as you shift between points. Okay, this is the trickier one. So if you find the U of your clavicle, the top 2 points of that U, you want to go 2 inches diagonally down. It will be on a fleshy part, not a bone. So 2 to 4 fingers is good for you. Doesn't have to be super hard. Remind yourself of what you're trying to clear out energetically, right? Emotions, negative thoughts, somatic feelings in your body, they all work with this technique to desensitize. Breathe. Let it go. Okay. The next point is called the bra line. So you can either get it this way. It's kind of where you would have your bra strap, right? So either on the side, or you can flip over and get it this way. Whatever's most comfortable. Everybody's body is different, so do what works for you. I've been told by a practitioner that the left side is... Did you hear that wave? Oh my gosh. That the left side is indicative of high anxiety and the right side is indicative of high levels of anger that you're trying to clear. Remind yourself of what you're trying to clear out. ground in that desensitization. Deep breath, and let it go. Okay. These 2 points on the hands, I'm going to go over these, and then I'll show you the one leg point. The leg points, anything below the knee can activate preterm labor. So if you or anybody you're doing this with is potentially pregnant, eliminate all leg tapping points just for safety purposes. Okay, had to give that disclaimer. So this one's called the karate chop. So find your pinky knuckle. It's a soft, fleshy part right below the knuckle. See how it's like indenting? And you can either get it one-on-one like this, or you can karate chop the points together, whatever works for you. If you're just logging in, we're doing some EFT to clear out any negative thoughts, feelings, or emotions, feelings meaning somatic feelings in your body, or emotions that do not serve you. This is an evidence-based technique that helps alleviate and desensitize the severity of whatever negative thing you're feeling. Every time we switch, we're wanting to remind ourselves of what we're clearing, so reground in what you're trying to move energy through. You're doing great. Okay, the next point is the watch point. So anatomically, do 3 fingers width from wherever your wrist bone starts, okay? And then where your third finger ends is technically the point. So for me, it's right here. It will probably be around where people wear their watch band. So find that point. Again, you can do it one-on-one, or you can tap them together to activate both simultaneously, whatever works for you. They both are effective. Remind yourself of what you're trying to clear or lessen, and breathe. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to give you the last point. Again, any potential pregnancies for you or whoever you're doing this with, do not do this next point or any points below the knee on the legs. All right, so anatomically, if you find the length of your hand and you, gosh, how am I going to do this? Can you guys see this? Sorry, I have sand everywhere. So if your fingertips start where your heel begins, wherever your wrist stops is that point on your side of your leg. So for me, it's right here, and you're going to kind of smack both sides of that foot at that spot. And you do the same for the other foot. Okay, so those are the points. If we get the same people logging in every time, then I will probably just breeze through that. I did a little bit more teaching than practice today, just to get us the foundation. But let me know, send me a DM or a comment on this stream if there's specific practices that you're wanting to see in the mornings. I'm going to be logging on Monday through Fridays, probably around 8:15-ish. I start sessions and retreats at 9 a.m. So I have 3 minutes to run up the hill before my next session. Thank you guys so much for logging in. I really appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. I love you all. I'm going to give you a pretty picture of the ocean before I head out, and hopefully it brightens your day a little bit. So pretty. And it's just us. Nobody on the beach every morning. I love it. All right, I love you.